Security Service says Roz Cohen was arrested on suspicion of committing security offenses involving contact with Iranian intelligence. Cohen, who served as a reservist in the Iron Dome system, is accused of being in contact with Iran's intel officials for several months and was paid to carry out missions. The Times of Israel reports that he is accused of giving details about how Iron Dome works, locations of Israeli Air Force bases, and the location of Iron Dome batteries. Cohen reportedly received the equivalent of $1,000 in cryptocurrency before he cut off contact with his handler in February. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
University of Alabama student James Gracie's body was recovered yesterday in Barcelona after being reported missing during spring break. Chanley Painter reports on the Gracie family's heartbreak and the university's support.
The family of James Gracie say that they're struggling to come to terms with this unimaginable loss. In a statement writing this, quote, "Our family is heartbroken as we confirm that Jimmy's body has been recovered in Barcelona. Jimmy was a beloved, deeply loved son, grandson, brother, nephew, cousin, and friend. We are profoundly grateful for the outpouring of love, support, and prayers from people around the world." Now, dive teams recovered the 20-year-old's body from the water at a marina about 500 feet away from the nightclub where Gracie was last seen Tuesday. Spanish police had also found his wallet floating in the sea and recovered his cell phone during the arrest of another person, but it is still unclear what led to Gracie's disappearance and death. The University of Alabama student's frat brother, who was on the trip with him in Barcelona, did speak out to Fox and Friends about Gracie yesterday. Watch this.
Jimmy's a great guy. Upstanding character. He serves as a mentor in our chapter to a lot of the younger guys. He is currently our chaplain, so he guides a lot of our brothers on their journey in their faith.
The University of Alabama has also issued a statement saying its community is heartbroken and that they have been in close contact with the family throughout the week and will continue to provide support to them and Jimmy's friends, classmates, and all members of our community who are affected by this tragedy.
A Washington State high school student wants to carry on Charlie Kirk's legacy by starting his own Turning Point chapter, but Jianwu Lee is now facing harassment and abuse from classmates. An account targeting him on Instagram was made within 24 hours of the chapter's launch, and he has received direct messages from students saying things like, "You and your family are one ICE report away from being taken away if you keep this up."
I've been compared to people like Mao and Kim Jong-un. They weaponized my ethnicity against me.
Students of other schools have also faced objections to their efforts in starting a Turning Point chapter. In final news, GOP candidates Steve Hilton and Chad Bianco are at the top of the latest California poll. Hilton is a former TV news personality. Bianco is a sheriff. The research was done by UC Berkeley and the Los Angeles Times. That'll do it for this hour, but you can find plenty of more news and information on our website, which is afn.net. That's afn.net. When you're there, be sure to subscribe to our free daily email news briefs. I'm Chris Woodward. Thank you for listening.
As we watch world events unfold and fulfill Scripture, it's hard to believe anyone could doubt God and His Word are real, and yet there are so many who either question or completely refuse to believe it. The God Who Speaks is a 90-minute documentary that hits the doubt head-on with evidence that proves God is real and His Word is the ultimate authority. Watch it anytime and invite others to watch with you. Just visit stream.afa.net. That's stream.afa.net.
It's first-time caller day on Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
It is first-time callers, so start lining up, folks.
I'm Tim Wildmon, and in studio with me is a lot of IQ people. 20-20-20 right there. We got 20-20-20 in this room.
Are you saying our IQ is 20?
I
wondered if you meant vision.
If you didn't know you were insulted, then
your IQ is 20.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday right here on American Family Radio. Today's Friday, March the 20th, 2026.
Very first day of spring.
It is. Really?
Yes. Well, it varies just a little bit. Some say the 20th, some say the 21st, but it says on the calendar that today is the first day of spring.
That's the voice of J.J. Jasper and Ed Vitagliano.
Yeah, you know how I knew today was the first day of spring? My wife asked me, and I said, I think it's this is last night. I said, I think it's the 21st, to your point, JJ. So rather than believe me, she looked it up and said, no, you're wrong. It's the 20th. That's how I found out it was today.
Oh, today. Is that not go on the...
Well, it's actually from the 19th through the 21st, depending on where you live. But if I can add to that, beyond the flowers blooming and the birds singing and the trees budding, a lot of sniffling and sneezing.
Oh, yeah.
So if that's where you are with allergies, I just want to give you something to stand on. I promise you can stand on. No pollen formed against you shall prosper. Claritin 316.
Claritin 316.
My wife's going with Zyrtex, but if you want to go with Claritin,
that's right.
About the same thing.
Zyrtex.
Yeah, you ever heard of that?
Yeah, wasn't that one of those gods that held the world over his head, and then his cousin, second cousin, twice removed through lightning bolts? Zyrtex and Zeus, here they come off the turnbuckle.
I think you guys are confusing Zyrtec and spandex.
I think it's Trivia Friday, people, and we're about to get started with asking some questions here, right? That's why we're here.
That's our job.
Trivia
Let's do
questions.
it.
So
let's go.
Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. In a moment, we're going to give you the phone number. It is first-time callers only. And so if you've never been on the air with us before and wanted to be, today is your day. You're eligible today. First-time callers only. The phone number is what, Ed?
It's 888-589-8840. That's the number to get on this here show. 888-589-8840.
8840.
So 3 questions each.
Yes.
That is a total of 9 questions, folks. We're pitching out into the radio universe.
Yeah.
You call in if you're a first-time caller and try to answer one. Answer one of them, ask us one of your own, and then one of our original 9, JJ, kind of special.
One is the mystery question, and so if you land on it, answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound. The beloved cowbell.
Beloved.
The beloved cowbell.
And that means you win yourself a brand new, yes, hot off the press, our newest Learning University T-shirt. These are really nice.
They've been worn once.
Yeah, but it's still new too.
We washed it and everything's good.
That's
all the stains are out.
All the stains, yeah. There was a little spaghetti thing right there. But anyway, no, you're right. We got a brand new. I'm holding it up.
Yeah, those of you that are watching, Ed, how can people watch as well as listen?
Well, you can watch on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Today's Issues or Today's Issues Live, depending on which platform you go to. That's ordinarily the name of this program. Ordinarily, Today's Issues. Or you can go to our own streaming website, which is stream.afa.net. Stream.afa.net. By the way, I'll give you another website to consider. If you want to look at the T-shirts, you're not watching online, you want to look at the T-shirts, maybe buy one, you can go to our resource center online, resources.afa.net, resources.afa.net, and search for Trivia Friday, and the shirts should pop up.
Sounds like we're giving a lot of info here. Apologies for making this sound like an infomercial, but when you go to the site, to the store site that Ed mentioned, we've got Easter buttons. They're very popular this time of year.
We also got some Easter bunnies there.
Easter bunnies.
That's a first for us.
And little baby ducklings.
Easter buttons and a lot of good devotional books, sweatshirts, caps, whole lot of stuff there. Great price, great value, and it helps the ministry.
And by the way, you do need to be 11 years old or older
to call this show.
That's
right.
So we got all the house cleaning done. We can proceed.
Yeah, so if you're 8 years old and you don't want to participate, you need to go get your 11-year-old brother.
Yeah,
or
to
sister,
make the call.
Or sibling.
Yeah,
somebody.
I wanted to say something before I got my Claritin thing in there. So this guy called an Uber, and the Uber driver pulls up, and he gets in, and he asks the driver, he said, "How you doing?" He said, "Perfect. Now that I'm an Uber driver, I'm my own boss, and I'm never, ever going to have to take directions from anybody." And the guy says, "Take a left right here." And apparently he's not married.
Yes.
Good point, JJ. All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday, also known as
Learning University.
Go ahead, Ed.
All
Fire
right,
away.
here are my 3 questions. This first one I got from a listener. I'm not sure. I think we might have had it, but when someone
We've had it.
I think we have. But
We've had it before.
But when someone, yes, I've had it.
That's what I
But when
thought
someone
you said.
sends something
We've had
in,
it.
I like to, maybe give it a shot. So here's the question: what do you call a group of rhinos? Now I'm not talking about Republicans. What do you call a group of rhinos? As Tim always says, you look in the backyard,
Right.
You say, Ethel,
Right.
There's a group of rhinos back there,
Right.
and she says, You mean it's a? What do you call a group of rhinos?
That's right. In your backyard. You got a group of rhinos in your backyard.
Now, can we give them a hint and say it's not covey?
It's not what?
Not a covey.
A covey of rhinos.
Yeah, we'll scratch that one off.
I tell you what, you got a group of rhinos in your backyard. You're not going to really be concerned about what you call them, though.
Well,
I don't think.
and you're not going to be concerned about the moles anymore.
No, that's right.
You're going to say, man, I was
That's
all worked
right,
up over
man.
those moles.
Yeah.
But these dudes are going to do a
That
lot more
stray
damage.
dog running through your yard that makes you so mad, it pales. I said pales in comparison.
Okay, so
to a group
just
of rhinos.
real quick.
Yeah,
when we get stray dogs coming to our yard,
Yeah.
my wife loves. She has
She's an animal lover.
She has bottle rockets, but she doesn't like strays.
Oh.
And she'll set off a bottle rocket
Wow.
towards the dog or the
Okay.
dogs, and they go running. And I'm just suddenly had this image in my mind of my wife taking a bottle rocket with a
Right.
bunch of rhinos
A
in the
bunch of rhinos.
backyard.
Yeah.
Probably not going to end well.
I want a video of that.
I know we keep jumping in here, but would you mind giving give your wife's number for FEMA? I just want to I want to make sure they've got it where it doesn't have to go through our secretary. And they won't have to do a bunch of digging
FEMA.
to get her cell number.
I think you mean
PETA.
PETA. You got your 4-letter word mixed up.
That's right,
Or
PETA.
you can call the ACLU if you want to, or
Not going to make no never mind to me.
call MAGA, whatever you want to do. Call
All right.
something with 4 letters.
Here's my second question.
What is it?
Well,
Ed?
we're not making very good
No,
time.
we need to scoot along here.
All right. March 15th, just passed it.
Yeah, we did.
The Ides of March. March 15th is famous for what important historical event? The Ides of March.
The eyes of March are upon you.
Ides. IDES.
I
The
thought you
Ides
meant
of
like,
March.
the eyes of Texas.
The Ides are upon you.
Yeah.
So we're going to scoot along? Is that what we're going to
I'm
do?
sorry. My bad. I apologize, Ed.
Third question. Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan. Is that true or false? Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan. Is that true or false?
Can you do the true or false in a little higher pitched voice? I think people are expecting that.
I can.
Try
I
it.
can't.
Well,
Is
you
that
mean
true?
yeah. I tried doing that for a while, but I thought that's JJ's thing. I don't want to, kind of horn in on that.
And
so.
you don't want to completely destroy your vocal cords either.
Who is
That's
it?
right.
Uncle Johnny. What?
Okay.
Uncle
okay.
Jonathan.
Well, you guys know what I'm talking about, Uncle Sam, right?
Yes, yes.
Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many people used the character of Brother Jonathan.
Are we supposed to know who this person is?
Well, I don't
Brother
know. It
Jonathan?
depends whether it's true or false.
Yeah.
But if it does, okay.
Now, Uncle Johnny, I think you're getting the guy mixed up with planted all the apple seeds.
Yeah.
And he
Or
says,
Peter Cottontail.
And he said,
One or the other.
Uncle Johnny wants you to come join and plant,
Uncle Johnny Appleseed.
plant apple seeds.
Plant as many apple seeds as you can. Go ahead, JJ.
Here's what I've got. First question. Who was the only female judge in the Bible? Who was the only female judge in the Bible? Second question, thinking about March Madness. Which team has won the most NCAA men's basketball championships? Which team has won the most NCAA men's basketball championships? Third question.
Third one.
Which country produced the most coffee in 2026? This is multiple choice. Was it A, Brazil, B, the Dominican Republic, or C, El Salvador? Which country produced the most coffee in 2026?
Okay.
And I will say it was good to the last drop.
And if they're not careful, we'll own every one of them. They'll be part of America.
Brazil, the DR, or El Salvador?
Okay, all right. My 3 questions. Number 1, the baby boomer question. What was Beaver Cleaver's first name? Excuse me. What was Beaver Cleaver's real first name on Leave It to Beaver?
Gee.
The character, you mean?
The character.
Gee,
Yeah, not
Wally,
the-
that's
not-
a great question.
Not the actor. The character. Yep, you got that question?
Yeah, I know the answer to that one.
Number 2, so there's a baby boomer question there. What was Beaver Cleaver's real first name on Leave It to Beaver? That is the character. Number 2, what creature has a tongue twice the length of its body?
There's another thing if you're standing at the sink looking out the back window.
Right. And you got, yeah.
I think he was the lead singer for Kiss, wasn't he?
Yeah, Gene Simmons. What creature has a tongue twice the length of its body? Number 2, and finally, all right, if you can get this question correct.
Here we go.
Without looking it up and without asking anybody.
No lifeline.
We're going to send you an AFR T-shirt, Trivia Friday T-shirt, and you will be considered a Trivia Friday legend.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay?
This is
a
challenge.
We may even send a certificate. All right, here's the question. Listen close.
We need a send certificate since we don't have anybody walk across the stage.
That's, if you don't look it up, don't look it up.
And you can't have a lifeline.
And you can't have a lifeline, but you know the answer because you have this knowledge in your head. Then you are a rock star, Gene Simmons.
Ah, there you go.
Now, here we go. Here's the question. Listen closely. A guy in Oregon calls his friend in Florida at 1:30 a.m. Both claim it's 1:30 a.m. How is that possible? How is that
so
possible?
this is a riddle.
No, it's not.
A science question.
It's an actual fact.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It sounds riddlish, but it's an actual.
Oh, it sounds riddlish.
It's a riddlish. It sounds like relish, but it's different.
I was a hyper as a kid. They had me on that riddlish for about 6 years. But when I was walking, my knuckles would drag the ground, so they kind of backed off a little bit.
All right. Does everybody understand the question?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
A guy in Oregon calls his friend in Florida at 1:30 a.m. Both claim it's 1:30 a.m. How is that even possible?
Wow,
Let's go, Ed.
that's worth a T-shirt. Hey
Yeah.
guys, breaking
Yeah.
news: Chuck Norris passed away, and the news is just breaking. But he died yesterday in Hawaii, 86 years old. What an icon! Texas Rangers put karate on the map. And all the rest. But
And a believer too. I understand.
yeah, and
Are you serious about this?
I'm serious about it.
Yeah,
just
that's
just
no- that's
breaking
no
news
joke.
about a half hour ago. The news broke. And he was 86 years old. Boy, he sure looked great for, 86. And he was in Hawaii when he, it kind of got ill, has been ill, and then passed away yesterday.
Wow.
A lot of people love that guy.
Well, you've just depressed me, man. I don't know. I'm not even strong enough to press this button.
Melanie was the one who texted me and told me, and then she said, I don't know why I'm so sad, but
Yeah.
she said, this makes me so
He
sad.
said, when Clint Eastwood dies, I'll be sad. It's just someone you just.
Y'all want to get on with the show here?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Boy, that's callous.
Somebody's got to say it.
All right, let's go to Virginia. Earl is on the line. Welcome, Earl. Welcome to Trivia Friday.
Thank you.
Hey, well, where do you live in Virginia, Earl?
Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Oh, yeah. Good place.
All right,
I've
Earl,
been there.
you want to ask, answer, or do both?
I want to try both.
All right, sir. Which question do you want to try to answer?
The female judge.
Here's the question, Earl. Who was the only female judge in the Bible?
I think it was Deborah.
Yes, sir.
All
Way
right.
to start us out.
Yeah, she was the only one, huh?
Only one. She was a judge, a prophetess, a military advisor. She was the leader of Israel for 40 years and unique as the only woman with this official civic and spiritual leadership. You can read that in Judges 4 and 5. You had a lot of, Gideon, Samson, a lot of different judges in the judge era, but she was the only female.
What about Judy?
Judy.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Hey, Earl.
She came later,
That's right. That's right.
like 2,000 years.
Earl, way to start
4,000,
us out.
excuse me.
What's your question for us?
Well, I'm going to give you give you a choice. Either it's a baseball question or a country music question.
Baseball, and
Which
Tim
one?
Wildman he'll have
He'd know either one, I think.
the shirt number and the stats and everything you need to know.
I'll try.
Try the
Baseball.
baseball. Okay.
Baseball for 500,
Okay.
Earl.
Okay, the 1957 Milwaukee Braves, the infield, catcher, first, second, third, and short. Of that group, 4 of them became major league managers. You can either tell me which 4 did or which one did not.
That's a good little variety,
Let's
but
go.
now you're going back a long ways.
Let's go country music. we retract our earlier statement. Go country.
I think
If you had been
Earl, that's
St.
just too
Louis
far back.
Cardinals or Atlanta Braves from even 30 years ago,
Well,
Tim would have he would have knocked it up right out of the
Tim
park.
wasn't even. None of us were even born.
the 57 Milwaukee Brewers.
Braves.
And who was-
No, Milwaukee
Braves.
Braves. Yeah.
Harvey Keene probably been one of them. I don't know.
Wow, you're off
Is
to
that-
a good start.
Is that one? I don't know.
Hello?
Is that one of them, Earl?
Nope.
All right. Well, anyway, who are they? Real quick, just 20 seconds.
Okay, Joe Adcock played first base. He
Yeah.
managed in Cleveland. Del Crandall was the catcher. He managed the one in the West Coast, Seattle. And Red Shandy's
St.
did
Louis.
the St. Louis Cardinals, and Eddie Matthews managed the Braves.
Yeah, I know Red Shandy's and Eddie Matthews. I know those names. All right, go ahead with your country music question. Fire away.
Okay, Billie Jean Jones was married
my
to
girl,
two
but
country
anyway.
music.
I'm sorry.
Was married to two country music singers. Who were they?
Okay, repeat the question because I interrupted you rudely.
Billie Jean Jones was married to two country music singers. Who were they?
I'm going to say George Jones would be one. Who's the other one, guys?
Well, Billie Jean must have been Michael Jackson, wasn't it?
I'm going to say
I knew
that's
that
really
was coming.
good.
I
Yeah.
knew that was coming.
You know, when
it
you
was
see
there.
That country
when
western
you see
star.
a country western singer, a girl country singer moonwalk, that's a sight to behold right there.
Billie Jean Jones. Well, is it George Jones one of them?
Nope.
Well, I tried.
Well, all right. Who are they?
Okay, Hank Williams and Johnny Horton.
Johnny Horton? That
Now,
rascal?
Now, wasn't Johnny Horton?
Good night.
Wasn't he in the
That was
Mr. Seuss? Johnny Horton in the Who? Dr. Seuss.
He
was in the
he
Dr. Who.
heard the Who
Yes,
in concert.
That's
All right,
right.
them some deep dive questions right there, Earl.
Earl,
You stumped us. Thank
Thanks,
you very
buddy.
much.
Have a
Chris.
great weekend.
Who's
Those
up
are
next?
great questions.
That's
All
a-
right, we go to Texas, and Logan is on the line. Logan, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Thanks, guys. Great to talk to you guys.
Howdy, Logan.
Thank you, Logan.
What part of Texas?
Huffman, Texas.
Where?
Huffman, Huffman, We sit right on Lake Houston.
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
There you go. Ask, answer, or do both.
I'm going to try both, guys.
Which one you want to answer?
I'm going to try the Ides of March.
Here we go.
All right, March 15th, Logan, just past it, also known as the Ides of March, are famous for what important historical event?
Sadly, I believe it was the assassination of Julius Caesar.
That is correct.
Oh! Hey, you know what
The
that
mystery
cowbell
question.
means, Logan?
I think I won a
You did.
hat or a shirt or a book.
You won. Well,
The T-shirt's what we're giving.
That's how Amazon started, right there. What you just described. But yeah, we got a T-shirt coming.
Brand new
coming your way.
T-shirt,
Brand
Logan.
new T-shirt.
Brand new. We just released last week. Learning University Trivia Friday.
How big a boy?
T-shirt.
How big a boy are you,
Logan?
Logan?
Like size-wise.
We talking large, extra large?
Logan disappear? What
Yeah.
happened to Logan? He's
He's
still on the screen.
still on the screen. What happened?
Hold on there, Logan.
Brent, should I-
Don't give up on us.
Okay, you back, Logan?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Can you hear me now?
Tim want to know how big a boy are you?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, no, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I can hear you. Okay, I'll take the extra large.
XL. Okay,
That's
we got
good.
it coming.
Yes, sir.
We need to remember that, right? He's got X. He's a big old
Well,
boy.
that's
Well, you need to
yeah.
stay on the line.
Yeah.
And
What's your question for us? Well, by the way, what are y'all talking about? I'm unfamiliar with this. What's the question and answer?
Well, Julius Caesar was
Yes.
assassinated in the Senate.
Yes.
And he apparently was told, this is legend, before he went to the Senate, beware the Ides of March. And I'm not sure that's some sort of Roman religious kind of festival or something.
What is that word you're using, though?
IDES. I would have to look
What
up.
does that mean?
Well, I will look it up for you. Why don't we continue on with Logan while I
Logan,
do that?
fire away with your question. Go ahead, brother.
Now, I was out there in Rome, and I walked all those grounds, and it's just, I can't tell you how you will feel when you walk those, the ruins of the Colosseum and all that area where Julius Caesar walked. And it is, if you ever get a chance to do it, the hair should raise up on your arms if you feel the way that I feel about it. But anyway.
Hey, Logan,
thank you for,
Logan, let me stop you there because Walker and Wesley are actually in Greece, and they're starting to do some tours. Tim Wildmon, you guys give tours to the Holy Land and then sometimes a stopover place, so that's a great trip to take.
Thinking about going back to Italy next year.
Well, I did look it up. So this is the answer to your question, Tim. The Ides of March, occurring on March 15th, is famously known as the day in 44 BC when Julius Caesar was assassinated. Originally, it was a Roman marker for the middle of the month and a day for settling debts. It is now synonymous with ill omens, betrayal, and warnings of impending doom. The word Ides is derived from Latin, meaning to divide.
That's what I thought.
Representing the middle
I
of
knew it was either Latin or Lebanese.
Middle
I knew.
It started
one of those.
It started with an L.
You knew it started with an L or
L.
Louisiana.
But
it
it
had a little Cajun twist to
but
it.
But interesting that it was the day of the month when you settled up debts.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing with Caesar, apparently,
Yeah.
settling up debts.
Did they ever?
Yes, they did.
Was that Brutus who stabbed him in the back?
Brutus was one of those, although Brutus was in Shakespeare's play. Historians don't think that's probably what he said.
You two stayed awake in history a little longer than I did.
Then you
That's
move
great.
up to Popeyes era. you got you know what I'm saying?
That Brutus or Bruno. Yeah, and that's why they eat spinach on March the 15th every year. Spinach is in the menu.
There's a gap there. There's a gap there where nobody knows what really happened.
Yes,
between Caesar and Popeye.
And of course, olive oil was very important to the Romans.
Logan, stay on with us. We'll be back and get your question in just a moment.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
I did something recently which I didn't want to do, but should have done a long time ago. All of us have a nature to put off something which we should do, delay it, wait until the very last moment to get it done. For me, it was a visit to the dentist to have a tooth filled. I should have gone a long time ago. Fact about the business is that my tooth had had a cavity for a long time, and it was continually getting worse. And over that time, I had consistently put off doing something I should have done. But finally, I gathered enough courage and time to get the dentist to check it out. I went to the dentist expecting full well that the tooth would be pulled, that I had waited too long to have any hopes and certainly any right to expect the dentist to save my tooth. But the dentist checked it out, found the roots in good condition and the nerves alive, and proceeded to fill that tooth and save it. I must confess that it was somewhat painful to have that tooth renewed. The nerves were very much alive, and several times I felt the grind of the drill on the nerve. Several times I tensed my muscles while the dentist was removing the decay. After that visit, it suddenly dawned on me that I had experienced a great theological truth. One of the finest sermons ever preached to me had been preached by the dentist, but he never knew it. Shall I share that theological truth with you? I put off doing what I should have done long ago. This is human nature. How many of us should have made a visit to our Maker's presence long ago, only to put it off? When I finally did go, it was out of the sense of desperation. And isn't this too human nature? We put off any dealings with our Father till our life is about spent and we feel the situation is desperate. And when I did go, I felt the tooth was too far gone. I had no hopes of saving it. Again, many who come to the Father consider their lives too rotten, too far gone to cleanse and save. It hurt getting all the old decayed portion removed. This too is the way it is with life. It hurts to admit all our sins, to see ourselves as we really are. It hurts to confess our mistakes, to say we were wrong. The pain of the drill was necessary. So is the pain of confession. Perhaps the most important part is that I came away with a new tooth. And after the pain and hurt is over, our Father gives us a new lease on life. We can come away with the decay of sin gone and a clean life in front of us. I guess many of us are with the Father like I was with the dentist. We've put it off too long already. If you're listening and there's still life in your roots, there's still movement in your soul, then there is still hope. Better not wait any longer to make that visit.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
Be silent before me so that I may speak. Then let come upon me what may. Why should I take my flesh in my teeth and put my life in my hands? Though he slay me, I will hope in him. Job 13 through 15.
American Family Radio.
Well, we're moving on now to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on to the east side. We finally
That was the Jeffersons, right?
The Jeffersons. No, that was the Andy Griffith Show. Starring George Jefferson.
That would have been a mix.
Yes.
All right, Logan is on the radio here from Texas. And Logan, go ahead with your trivia question.
Giving you a softball here. Laverne and Shirley, a spinoff of Happy Days. Laverne and Shirley, in their apartment, they used to have a couple of acquaintances that would burst into their apartment unexpected. Which two characters am I referencing?
All right, hang on a second. We're just going to talk amongst ourselves. One of them, I think, was named Squiggy or something bizarre like that. He was the short guy, and they were both, greasers.
They were both on the spectrum.
They were sure.
My goodness.
I think it was
Did you say
Squiggy
that out
or something.
loud? Squiggy, all right, good.
And then the tall guy, the blonde guy, I can see his face. I can't remember his name. You guys can't remember?
I didn't really watch that show. Whatever.
I know what you're talking
whatever
about.
was on the other channel, that's what I was
you're
watching. Yeah.
Did you get half of them?
Is Squiggy one of them?
Yeah, you get 50% credit.
Okay. What was the other guy?
What about the other guy? Was it Kramer in his early days?
The characters' names were Lenny and Squiggy.
Lenny.
Yeah.
Lenny
and Squiggy.
As a matter of fact, the actor who played Lenny went on to be the lead vocalist of Spinal Tap.
Are you serious?
This is Spinal Tap?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the documentary about
Yeah,
it.
the guy that played Lenny, and I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right off the hat, but he is the lead singer of Spinal Tap.
Well, I'll be.
That's crazy.
We have a Spinal Tap hour on Saturday mornings here on American Family Radio.
Spinal Tap
Logan,
hour.
you might want to tune in. It comes on at 6 a.m.
It's worth getting up early for, Logan. Hey, Logan, thank you so much for listening. Stay on the line so they can get your.
All right.
Oh,
you
she's already
they
got
already got info.
information.
All right, here's what we need to do at this point is repeat our questions that have
Heretofore
gone unanswered.
All righty, I will have to add one. So here's my first question. A group of rhinos is called a what? What do you call a group of rhinos? I'm talking about the animals, not the Republicans in Congress. Second question. Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan. Is that true or false? And then third question. Many of us have used our mobile devices to access a QR code.
Yeah.
What does QR stand for? That's what I've got.
That's good. Here's what I've got, starting off with a March Madness question. Which team has won the most NCAA men's basketball championships? Don't blurt it out, but do you guys both know?
I have a guess. I don't know.
Tim, you think
Tim
you know
probably
it?
knows it.
I'm sorry, what now?
Which team has won the most NCAA
I
championships?
do know the answer to that. You mean tell you?
No, I said don't
okay.
blurt it out. That's
Okay.
all right, second question. This is multiple choice. What country produced the most coffee? Talking about Caliente Cafe. Which country produced the most coffee in 2026? Was it Brazil, A, the Dominican Republic, B, or El Salvador, C? Brazil, DR, or El Salvador? Third question, I'll add one. Bible question. How many sons did Jesse have? We're talking about little David the shepherd boy and his brothers. Jesse in the Bible, how many sons did he have?
Okay. My three questions. Number one is for the baby boomers here. What was Beaver Cleaver's real first name on Leave It to Beaver? Now, I'm talking about the character on the show, not the actor's name. Number two, what creature has a tongue twice the length of its body? When I read that last night, getting these questions, that's stunning.
Yeah.
To think that this creature has a tongue twice the length of its body. So you want to get rid of those insects around your house? You need to get you a couple of these things.
I know where you saw that because I watched that same documentary where they had Loch Ness, the Bigfoot, and then that
And
creature.
this creature right
Yes,
here?
right there.
This creature's
Lump
real.
them all together.
For sure. All right, and then finally, okay, to be a Trivia Friday all-star or legend, if you will, you need to answer this question without asking anybody and without looking it up. This is not a riddle. Yeah, this is a fact. Okay, here's the question. A guy in Oregon calls his friend in Florida at 1:30 a.m. Both claim it's 1:30 a.m. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? So there you go. There's your question. If you can answer that, we're going to give you some flowers. Okay.
Flowers.
Metaphorically speaking.
But a T-shirt, though, right?
A real
T-shirt for real.
T-shirt. Yeah.
A real T-shirt, and then put a lay over their head, a thing of flowers, a ring of flowers when they walk across the stage, and a sash, and a couple of cords.
And
got
maybe
it,
a
brother.
box of chocolates.
Yes. All right. Go ahead, Ed. Who's
All
next?
right, let's go to OK, Oklahoma. Nate is on the line. Nate, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Greetings, gentlemen. How are you all?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, pretty good, Nate. Where do you live in Oklahoma? I was there recently.
We live in Midwest City. It's just on the east side of OKC.
The east side of OKC.
Moving
okay.
on up
okay.
to the east side.
Yeah, there you go. At the east side of OKC. All right, Nate. Thanks for calling, my friend. You want to ask, answer, or both?
I'd like to do both, and I would like to walk across the stage, please.
Oh, that's
Well,
a challenge.
I
Challenge accepted, said Nate.
I like your confidence. Are you gonna dare to answer my question to be a Trivia Friday All-Star?
I am, sir.
Okay, I'm going to ask the question again. I'm going to stand up for this.
Yeah, I think it's worth standing up
This
for.
is impressive.
Hey,
All
now
right.
again, so Nate's clear. You can't have a lifeline. You can't
That's right.
have
Look
Google.
it up.
Look it up.
No, I think he's.
Yeah, he sounds confident.
His confidence comes from the knowledge already in his brain.
Yeah, that's some swagger right there.
Here we go. The question is as follows, and I just asked it, but I'll re-ask it, and then Nate will answer it. A guy in Oregon calls his friend in Florida at 1:30 in the morning. Both claim it's 1:30 in the morning. How is that even possible? Go ahead, Nate.
It's because of time change. They share 1 hour for a very short period of time.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
All right, let me read.
Wow.
Let me read the complete answer.
Okay.
Okay. The complete answer. But Nate's got it.
All right. So first of all, we got to give
congratulations, Nate.
That is
Wow.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. We got to write Nate from Oklahoma down and
Put him on the plaque.
We should
Put his name on the plaque.
start a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we
or
should.
a wall of fame.
And Nate's first inductee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Nate. Give us. We're gonna have to get your address, and we'll send you some kind of certificate. All right, here. Hey, here or some kind of recognition.
Well, you're going to get a shirt for sure.
For sure.
I
and
wouldn't hold my breath on this certificate.
Well, we don't.
I know our graphics team's going. Got enough to do. But
Well, we'll send him some swag.
Yeah.
Some kind.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here's the complete answer to the question. Both Oregon and Florida have 2 time zones.
okay.
For 1 hour a year, when the clock falls back, the southeastern part of Oregon in the Mountain Time Zone and the panhandle of Florida, which is in the Central Time Zone, share the same time.
But
I did not know that.
But who's on first? Because I'm trying to follow this.
I think Nate's on first. So the answer is
But for 1 hour, it's the same time.
Yeah, because I didn't realize. I thought all of Oregon was on.
That's what I thought.
Pacific time.
Right.
Yeah.
How did you know that, Nate?
I just did some deductive reasoning to figure it out. I've traveled the country a lot, so I'm familiar with a lot of the time zones.
Are you a math guy, apparently?
No, sir. I went to Bible college, so math is not a strong suit.
Right.
I feel you.
Yeah, Ed went to Bible college.
And then math, I am not a math guy either.
Hey, so Nate, that's impressive.
That's
yeah,
nice.
Very impressive.
But I didn't know. I knew Florida had 2 time zones, but I just thought all of Oregon was in
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think it was even
Pacific
possible.
time zone. But the part of Oregon is in the southeastern. The southeastern part of Oregon is in the Mountain Time Zone. There you go.
There you go.
All right, Nate, you got a question for us?
I do, and it's actually a time zone one too.
Bring it.
So during, I learned about this during my first combat tour deployment with the Navy. There are 8 countries that have a 30-minute time zone. Can you name 2?
8 countries that have a 30-minute time.
30
What does
minute
that? What does that
time
mean
zone.
exactly?
So like ours, it's on the hour. They will be half hour. So if it's like 1 o'clock here, it might be 6:30 there.
Okay.
That's bizarre. I didn't think that's even possible.
I saw
There
this.
are 8 countries. They basically straddle all the time zone lines,
Yeah.
so they gave them 30 minutes. So maybe
Well-
you can only name 1. I'll give you 100% if you name 1.
I'll bet one of them ends with Stan.
That's
That's a good bet right there.
This was a episode of Twilight Zone. Just about.
Here we go.
You don't remember that episode?
I do remember it.
I don't.
I remember
A
Twilight
guy,
Zone.
a guy kept jumping back and forth between time zones.
Time traveler. For real time traveler.
Yeah,
Is that right?
It was really.
He was in a DeLorean. I saw it.
He was in a DeLorean.
Well, and then he met Beaver Cleaver. You remember this episode?
No, but I'm. It's coming to me. Keep going.
Hey, I'm going to go with Stan. I'm going to say my answer, the last part of it is Stan, so I'm going to get partial credit.
I'm gonna go Australia.
I don't have a clue.
He didn't have a clue. Nate,
I don't
what's
even
the
have a clue.
answer?
I can't even give you an intelligent guess.
All right, so I learned about it when I was in Afghanistan, so you're half correct. I'll give you some bonus points. But India, Iran, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Australia, some parts of Canada, and Marquesas Islands, the French Polynesia.
Wow.
What kind of island?
Yeah.
What kind of island?
What's that?
You said
It's
something.
the Marquesas Islands.
Oh, yeah,
or also
yeah.
known as French Polynesian.
Let
There's
me-
actually 2 countries. There's another one that has a 15-minute offset, Nepal.
Let me start right here. The travel agency, they're really dropping the ball because we know about Cancun and we know we need to go to Hawaii, but who's ever heard of that one place there on those islands? They really are not doing a great job of promoting that place.
It's pronounced Marquesa.
Yeah.
And that's where we get that cheese that we use, that queso cheese.
Right?
Yeah.
It grows on trees in that island right there.
No, it
hey,
is. You
in all
split
seriously,
open these fruits, and there's
out
that
comes the cheese.
queso cheese.
in all seriousness, Nate, thank you for your service. Thank you for listening to AFR. You are our very first inductee into our
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
You're going to
That's
start.
University Hall of
I
Fame.
want to say thank you, Nate. So,
I'm going to put you on hold.
Yeah.
Stick around, and Cindy Roberts will get your information, and
we probably can't do this every week, but if we come up with questions like I just had right there, and people can answer them without asking or Googling,
right?
They deserve their.
I think a certificate would be fun. I'm just thinking the three of us. I've still got stuff on my dash of my truck and in my back seat. And thankfully, I will say this: I'm pretty proud of myself. The clock in my truck is on the right time now.
Yeah, I got mine
for
fixed.
6 months.
I mean, we have.
No, it fixed itself.
We have students who have, won 16 T-shirts. Those kinds of.
Yeah.
That's Todd from Seagrove, North Carolina. I mean, they should be automatically in the.
Duly noted.
Todd, we need to grandfather him in.
Yeah,
we need to meet about this and form a committee.
Okay, that always works. That's always
have the committee
that's
do the
always
research
profitable.
and get back to us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Who's next, Ed?
Let's go to Houston, and John is on the line. John, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to go and talk about the NCAA basketball team.
All right, here's the question.
By the way, Houston won last night, didn't he? University of Houston, John?
I got a Houston area code, but I don't live in Houston. I live in Dallas.
Oh, I got you. Okay, running from the law. We got you. It happens. Go ahead, JJ.
Yeah. Which team has won the most NCAA men's basketball championships, John?
UCLA.
Yes, sir.
UCLA.
UCLA Bruins.
Who's second? You know who's second, John?
I would guess Vanderbilt, but I don't know for certain.
No, UCLA is probably far and away number one.
Didn't they win like 10 or 11 in a row? Under
Coach
John
Wooden with Lou Alcindor / Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then Bill Walton and that bunch.
Ooh.
So UCLA, but I'm guessing. I'm just guessing here.
Kentucky or
Kentucky would be up there. Maybe Duke or North Carolina.
Yeah,
will be second, and then Kentucky would be right there with them, I think. Anyway,
that was my next two questions.
Yeah.
Sorry. About that.
No. Hey, John, what's your question for us?
What type of ship has two mates but no captain?
Okay, come again.
What type of ship has two mates but no captain?
That's a nice little riddle. All right, something about marriage. I'm telling you, a whole lot of time you kind of get there in the kitchen, you just wonder, there's more, there's a lot of Indians, but not enough chiefs. Or too many chiefs.
I think you're in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be chefs or somewhere.
That's right, chefs.
But
not too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
I was tracking with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
When you're reading the Message Bible, you get thrown off a lot of times over in Proverbs.
So the question is,
what type of ship?
Two mates, but no captain.
No captain.
Two mates. So this would be something like coffee mate or something.
Hey, you may be onto something.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Let's go with you're drinking coffee while you're playing
checkers. Is it checkers or
it's
checkmate?
chess?
Checkmate's in chess.
Yes.
Okay,
That's what we want to go with. You're drinking coffee while you're playing chess.
Right.
How'd we
John,
do, John?
I think you've stumped us.
Well, you start off good with the marriage, and then you went downhill from there. A relationship.
Good point.
Relationship.
Oh, has two mates, but no captain.
But no
I
captain.
see where you're going with that.
Okay.
A relationship.
I can't speak for Tim or Ed, but I
Relationship.
wear the pants in my family, John. I'm the captain of the ship out there on 101.
Yeah. Where's the lightning bolt coming from? Which direction?
So Melanie's out in the yard right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, she's barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
Oh man, it's nice knowing you.
That's what I mean. It's a wife lightning bolt coming. It ain't from God. It's directly from the wife.
So look, since I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch tonight,
Might as well
tomorrow,
make it worth your
no,
while.
I was gonna say, where y'all got any plans? I can come to your house and hang out in your man cave.
Hey, John, thank you. Great question.
Thank you for listening to AFR. Enjoy this first day of spring, John.
You can't come over to my house and stay. I mean, you come over to visit if you want to.
Yeah, because then you both wind up in my house.
I'll give you a certificate or something. That'll make you feel better.
That's something that's been going around.
All right, we go to Missouri, and Dave is on the line. Dave, Big Dave, welcome to Trivia Friday.
How you doing? I don't know about big, but I'm old.
Old Dave, welcome to Trivia Friday. Where do you live in Missouri, Dave?
Y'all folks. I live in Scott City, Missouri.
Okay.
Which is near where?
It is 26 miles approximately north of Lambert's Throat Rolls.
That's what we're talking about.
Are you listening to the Park Hill station or which?
I'm actually listening to WBEL out of Cairo, Paducah.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
Cairo.
right. Yeah.
We have
Lambert's. We said something about Lambert's the other day. That really is a great restaurant. It's fun to watch them get that arm back and throw those rolls halfway across the restaurant.
So Dave lives nearby.
It's not so fun if you're nearsighted.
There's your hashtag.
For those who didn't hear last week, we talked. The question came up about somebody living in Sykeston or somewhere in Missouri, and that's where the famous Lambert's restaurant is, where they literally throw rolls across the dining room while you eat. It's
the food is excellent. It's home cooking, but somebody way back when, like pitching somebody a roll
a good gimmick.
and then a good gimmick. Now they just they throw them out there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Dave, ask, answer, or do both, sir.
I'll do both.
Which one you feel confident about?
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident about Beaver Cleaver.
Here we go.
All right, here's the question that Dave's going to answer, and this is I try to each week bring a question for baby boomers, and here's this week's. What was Beaver Cleaver's real first name on Leave It to Beaver? And the answer, Dave, is what?
He shared a name with one of our presidents, and he shared a name with the Chipmunks. His name was Theodore.
Theodore.
Nicely
right.
done. Nicely done, Dave.
That's right. You knew that, didn't you?
I did.
Now,
And his teacher was, I think, the only one who used to call him by Theodore.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, that is correct. The teacher was the only one. Everybody else called him Beaver.
Hey,
even his parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your question for us, Dave?
Am I hearing a train
Okay,
or
it's
is it
a
just
Bible question.
It's a me?
No, I heard a train.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, am I hearing a train,
Oh,
Dave?
yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, me and my wife, our church is having a big thing this weekend. We're sitting outside of the church. I didn't want to be driving when I was talking to you, so we just been sitting here till I came up.
Oh, that's fine. I just thought, am I crazy or am I hearing a train?
No, you're not crazy.
Okay.
No, you're hearing a train.
Okay.
Burlington Northern, San Francisco.
Ah,
oh, wow.
there you go.
You know which one it is. That's
classic.
good.
All right, Dave, go ahead. What's your question for us?
Who was the priest of Bethel who opposed Amos?
Who was the priest of Bethel? This is an Old Testament question.
Mm-hmm.
The priest of Bethel.
Who opposed Amos.
And Amos, he came and he was saying a lot of things, including that there's going to be a famine of God's word in the land. And they said, you get on out of here. We don't want to hear from you. And the priest there were giving him a lot of opposition. But I can't remember who they were.
Mm-mm.
So it's just one person? Dave?
Yes, it's just one person.
Okay, so it's just one person. So we've reduced it. So the priest of Bethel. Ed, do you?
I don't know this.
You got a guess or a gander?
I Theodore.
That's already been used.
Hey, we're stumped, Dave.
Yeah, what's the answer, Dave? And where's that found?
That is I don't exactly know where it was found because I wanted to get a really hard question for you, so I just put on Google a really hard trivia question, and this came up.
Oh, did that make you feel better about yourself, Dave? So you give us a real hard question, stump us.
You ask AI?
Yeah, so that's well, you achieved your goal, Dave. You made us look dumb.
So you got there's a spectrum.
You know, you're never going to build yourself up by tearing others down, Dave. That's what my mama always said, and I'm sure your mama told you that too.
You got a big pendulum swing. On the one hand, everybody gets a trophy. On the other hand, Dave says, "I'm going to ask Google what's the question that they couldn't answer if they had a gun put to their head."
That's not to say we're not dumb ordinarily, but you sure made it clear with that question.
Hey, have a great weekend.
What's the answer? You don't know the answer?
What's the answer?
Oh, the answer is Amazia.
Oh, yeah.
That's a car, too.
I used to
drive Amazia.
Go to Amazia's Pizza.
Yeah. Well, it's famous.
Hey, thanks for listening to AFR.
Thank you, Dave.
And Dave, thank you for being careful and not driving while you're messing with your phone. You guys have a great day and a great weekend.
And thanks for being a good sport.
That was that famous. Speaking of that, what train did he say was coming through town? The something San
Francisco.
Burlington Northern San Francisco.
Yeah. Okay, the Burlington Northern
San
Francisco.
That disembodied voice that our listeners are hearing.
Isn't that also a coat company?
Brent Creeley.
That's Brent.
Burlington North.
I think you're right.
Aren't they a coat company?
Yes.
Burlington
Coat Factory?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Burlington North Face, I think is.
I've seen
that's what it is.
I've seen it.
Listen, JJ, you got some travel plans or speaking engagements? We got a minute to burn here.
Well, if we've got a minute to burn, let's see. I've got about.
What about Valentine's Day 2027?
Yes.
Be doing
Valentine's Day.
Get on board now.
No, it's already booked. Valentine's Day 2027, Locksburg First Baptist Church. I went there.
What town?
Last year, Locksburg, Arkansas. I went to Locksburg last year. They invited me back this year, so Melanie came with me, and then. And so they've said, "Will I come back for next year?" So that
encore performance.
That can only mean one thing: those people don't get out much. I think that's only.
They just know a good thing when they
have it. You have a second lineup of jokes, or are you gonna bring them?
No, I brought a lot of new stuff this time because I never have enough time to get it all out, and so I brought a lot of new stuff. And I brought Melanie for show and tell, and she stole the show.
You got new and improved next year.
New and improved, and I think I'm gonna bring Bodie with me. I'm gonna bring some of the family, and that will.
So you've already got Valentine's Day 2027 book.
February Sunday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, February the 14th, 2027. How crazy is that?
We'll be back momentarily. We'll reset our questions and go back to our students on Trivia Friday.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
It's been proven again and again and again.
Bert Harper.
The verification of the dates, the verification of the genealogies, it puts spiritual iron in my spiritual blood to know that we can depend upon the Word of God.
Exploring the Word, weekday afternoons at 3 Central on American Family Radio. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
For American Family News, I'm Chris Woodward. Actor Chuck Norris has died. The 86-year-old was hospitalized yesterday in Hawaii. Norris was known for many films and the Walker, Texas Ranger television series. Chuck Norris was 86 years old. Democrats and other critics of the Trump administration continue to bash Operation Epic Fury, saying the president has gotten us involved in a forever war. Talking about this on Washington Watch, Florida Representative Randy Fine said he thinks things are going well, and this will work out well for us and the world.
We just need to keep it up because there's nothing we could do to transform the world more than have Iran go from a country that screams death to America to one that screams friend to America. For 50 years, they have wreaked havoc not only in the Middle East, but all over the globe. And if we can bring that in for a landing, it will bring peace to the Middle East, which will largely bring peace to the world. So we need to be strong. I don't think this is going to take much longer. I tell people I measure it in days, if not weeks. I don't measure it in months. I think we need to get to the finish line and make Persia great again.
The Michigan sheriff is calling out the rise of anti-Semitism following last week's attack on a suburban Detroit synagogue. Here's Fox's Jeff Manasso.
Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard says legally the official motive will come from the FBI, though he's calling out acts of hate that have led to a rise in attacks like at Temple Israel last week.
It seems like, to me, that anti-Semitism and anti-Semitic behavior has become normalized. Across the country, it's been allowed, and that's unacceptable.
A naturalized U.S. citizen from West Africa rammed his truck into the synagogue, got into a gunfight with security, and killed himself. A security guard was injured. The investigation ongoing, the sheriff encouraging the public to stand up to Jewish hate and to come forward with any suspicious activity.
3 teenagers in Tennessee have sued Elon Musk's XAI, claiming the company's image generation tools were used to morph real photos of them into explicitly sexual images. The students filed the lawsuit in California, where XAI has its headquarters. They are seeking class action status in order to represent what the lawsuit says are thousands of victims like themselves who either are minors or were minors when sexually explicit images of them were created. The university where a student who was found dead in Spain on Thursday was enrolled has reacted to his loss. Fox's Gernal Scott has this story.
The University of Alabama said in a statement Jimmy Gracie's death is deeply felt on the Tuscaloosa campus and that it will give support to Gracie's friends and classmates as well as his family. Catalan police in Spain announced Thursday it had positively identified a body searchers found as Gracie. He had been missing since very early Tuesday morning after leaving a Barcelona nightclub. As the search continued, Gracie's family members asked for privacy and prayers in their own statement. The university's release echoed that, asking that the family's wishes be respected as they grieve. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
In California, Attorney General Rob Bonta is co-leading a nationwide lawsuit against the U.S. EPA over its rescission of a finding on greenhouse gases. The 2009 endangerment finding was the federal government's recognition that the gases threaten public health and welfare. The finding also provided the legal basis for regulating emissions from motor vehicles, power plants, and industry under the Clean Air Act. This is Attorney General Rob Bonta.
For those who are tracking and following, this marks our 63rd lawsuit against the Trump administration. 63 lawsuits in less than 63 weeks, so more than one a week. That is the rate and pace at which this administration is breaking the law.
Other states co-leading the lawsuit include Massachusetts, New York, and Connecticut. The EPA issued a statement saying this is not about the law, rather politics. That's all our time for now. Find more news on afn.net. That's afn.net. When you're there, be sure to subscribe to our free daily email news briefs. I'm Chris Woodward. Thank you for listening.
The American Family Association's mission is to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. We also support the church. Our goal is to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. We believe true morality flows from biblical principles and directs people to the manner in which God intends them to live.
Thank you for standing with the American Family Association as we seek to stop the erosion of godly values.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. I'm Tim Wildmon with Ed Vitagliano and J.J. Jasper. We're here every Friday with Trivia Friday, also known as
Learning University.
Learning University. So we're doing a lot of education, and we take pride in our work.
Yes, we do, as our listeners can tell.
And a lot of preparation goes into this show.
We're very prideful.
Very scripted. We stay on message.
Tell them about that book that you just wrote, the 10 most humble people in America, and how you found the other 9. Yeah. I think that's a great book.
Yes.
All right, so we are going to, right here, repeat our questions that have heretofore gone unanswered, and then we'll get back to the phones. And it's first-time callers only today. So, Ed, what do you got left?
All right. First question. A group of rhinos is called what? What's the name for a group of rhinos? You see them hanging around by a street corner,
yes, you do.
acting like a bunch of juveniles. What's the word for that group of rhinos? Second question. Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan to represent our country. Is that true or false?
One question. I know I hit on this earlier, and I mean this respectfully. Okay.
I hate to hear what comes after this.
Yes.
The name of this character is what?
Brother Jonathan.
Okay. The only question I have, and then I'll leave it alone.
Just asking questions.
I'm just asking a question. Brother Jonathan, is that something that people know? I mean, is that a real thing from the back? Is this just made out of whole cloth? I said whole cloth.
That's the point of a true
that wouldn't be the point of the question if it's just completely doesn't exist, because you're acting like there is a person it might be.
But he may be making it up. If he tells you he made it up,
if I'm making it up,
it's false.
Then
it's true
made
or false.
up out of whole cloth.
All right.
Now here's the deal. I want to know.
I'm dropping it.
Is that same Brother Jonathan that run with Robin Hood and this Merry Men?
Don't ask Ed, because he ain't telling you. He's pretty serious about this.
I can tell this is bugging you. It
is bothering me.
I can tell because the way you just sold up when I said no, I can't. You said okay.
Could you tell?
Fine, I'll let
we
it go.
We know you long enough. When you bow up, we know before the listeners do.
So you could see it on my face.
You just hunched over and kind of shook your head. Okay, I'll let it go. And I'm thinking you're not going to let it go.
I will see if I do or not.
All right,
I'm going to say this: Tim's therapists, they get their money's worth. They earn their money.
I get cheap therapists. That's why they earn their money, but they ain't worth a dime.
Did you finish with your question?
No, I got one more.
Okay.
I got one more question. Many of us have used our mobile devices to access a QR code.
I have.
But what does QR stand for? There you go. And I could be making that whole thing up. I don't know.
And so, Tim, thank you for being a good patient. While you're stretched out on the couch here, what is it about Brother Jonathan that triggers you? I mean, you know what the word trigger means. Let's talk about Brother Jonathan from the other day on Trivia Friday. Here's what I've got. First question. What country produces the most coffee? Which country produced the most coffee in 2026? Brazil? The DR? Or El Salvador?
El Salvador.
Second question. How many sons did Jesse have? Talking about little David the shepherd boy, Samuel.
Jesse,
That's right.
Many sons.
And Jesse's
many
girl.
Sons had Jesse's.
I don't know much about the daughters.
You put one son in, you take one son out.
Shake that son all down. All right, back to being serious. David, Samuel comes, the Lord says, Jesse, one of his sons, is going to be king. He parades these sons out. But how many total? How many sons did Jesse have?
And which one of them said, so I'm not good enough? Which one of them said that?
Third question. Which team, back to March Madness, which team has the most Final Four appearances in NCAA history? Which team has made it to the Final Four more than any other team?
Good.
Oh, wait, I've got multiple choice on that. Sorry. Kentucky, UCLA, or North Carolina? Make it a little easier.
Well,
Tim?
All right, so my question is, I have one question left. We only got 20 minutes left, so one question. What creature has a tongue twice the length of its body.
And where does he keep it? I mean, you fling it over your shoulder.
I know,
let
right?
It trail behind you.
I think this is one of those.
Where does it around your neck?
Yeah,
like
where
a
you
scarf?
Where does it go?
That's right.
Back there.
And I call this the Windsor knot.
Yeah.
But actually, it's my
You
tongue.
go to the veterinarian, say, open up and say, ah.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then the veterinarian
got to
says,
clear the room.
Right. So, yeah, this creature has a tongue twice the length of its own body, and so I want to know what that creature is. All right, from the Black Lagoon. Why do I want to say that? Was that a movie or TV show?
Oh yeah, it was several
No,
movies.
it's something to do with the March of Ides. That's where all that stuff bubbled out of.
The
Ides.
Ides. You mean the Ides of March?
Yes, that right there, bubbling out of that Black Lagoon.
The March of Ides.
Ides of
That was the start of his
Ides of
Julius's
March.
downfall.
Or upon you.
Dun 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 dun.
I think this point of the show when we go back to the phone.
The March of Ides. All right, we go to Texas, and Braxton. Braxton's 13 years old. Braxton, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello?
Yes, Braxton.
Howdy, Braxton.
Millions of people are listening to you, Braxton.
No pressure.
Where do you live?
That's crazy.
Where do you live in Texas?
I live in Kennard.
Kennard?
What town is that? Where is that near?
It's near. Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, listen, you're 13 years old. We wouldn't expect anything else.
That's some good bluffing. Yeah, you were winging it pretty good there.
In Texas, that's not unusual. Probably,
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure we're near anything.
Not near anything. Everything's far away.
Braxton, you want to ask, answer, or do both?
I want to answer.
Okay, answer only. All right, which one do you want to answer?
I think I want to answer the rhino thing that y'all said a while back.
All right, Braxton, let me repeat the question for you. A group of winos.
Ed, this is inappropriate for Christian radio.
A group of.
We need to get back to the rhino question.
A group.
People have problems, and we hope to get help. So go back. You want to reset?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to draw attention to this. Okay.
A group of rhinos is called what, Braxton?
Rhinos. What's wrong with you?
They can't help it. They have a disease, right? All right, go ahead, Braxton. I'm sorry.
Is it called either? I remember listening to it like somewhere on YouTube. It's either called a clash or a crash.
It's a crash. You got it.
Nicely done.
You got it, Braxton.
Now, wait a minute. A 13-year-old watching YouTube? I am shocked.
A clash? I mean, it's a crash?
It's a crash of rhinos.
Nicely done, Braxton.
Wow. Have you ever seen a rhino, Braxton, in person or anything at a zoo or traveling to Africa?
No, and I thank God I haven't.
That's
right. Those things are scary.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
I think they kill more people than any other.
That's a hippo.
Animal. Oh, it's a hippo.
Yeah.
Rhino.
When they've been drinking though.
So Maddie, my daughter Maddie, lived in Kenya for a year. Went over there to see her, and we went to a safari. And we're driving down the Range Rover, whatever, just something like right off of a movie. And there's a black rhino with a baby, and it's being, okay. And then it's kind of looking at us, giving us the side eye. And then it turns and starts trotting in our direction. And that dude threw it in reverse and started getting after it. Because, you say like a mama bear or anything with a baby, So, boy, we started backing up in a hurry. Makes you glad that his transmission worked and everything.
What other kind of
black?
So how many different kinds of? There's a black rhino. Is there like a white rhino?
I don't know.
Hispanic rhino.
I don't. But look, when you're seeing them,
what kind of rhinos we got over there?
I know it always goes back to race, but I can tell you, looking at one, it's not like looking at a Suburban. It's bigger than that. They're humongous,
like a tank,
and
they're ill-tempered. So he wasn't bluffing, or he.
Oh no,
he or she, whatever.
It didn't walk our way. It started trotting and it looked pretty agile to be, a couple of tons.
All right, Braxton, so you don't have a question for us?
I do. Are y'all some science people?
Oh yeah.
Don't we sound like
You better choose another topic unless you want it answered, because we can bring it with science.
Go ahead, Braxton. I think you'll stump us, but
It's,
go ahead.
It's about space.
We're ready. We got Bunsen burners at our house. Just when we're doing like things with the flask and all.
What is the tiniest star? I'll give you three options. A neutron star, white dwarfs, or red dwarfs.
Bratwurst. What?
Bratwurst. You didn't say bratwurst.
The second one,
neutron star.
Wait, what was the second choice?
White dwarf.
No, he said bratwurst.
White dwarfs. And then red dwarfs is the last one.
Oh. All right, so
I'm going to go with white.
I've lost my focus here in just a minute. I need you to reset the question, Braxton, because
what's the smallest star?
We got, what was the name of that character that I'm stuck on?
Oh, brother Jonathan.
I got brother Jonathan. He came. I had flashbacks. Our brother Jonathan there for just a minute, and I didn't hear what you said. So give me your question again, please. Their space question.
So,
yeah.
What is the smallest star? Neutron stars, white dwarfs, or red dwarfs?
I'm going with. We've already had one guess on the
red
on the
I'm
board.
going with white.
I'm going with red dwarf. And then we got white dwarf, red dwarf.
You
want
need
to
go with the other one.
Neutron.
So one of us would be
You know
a hero.
what? That red dwarf would be a great name for like a chicken place.
Red dwarf.
Red dwarf, chicken fingers.
Red
Don't you
dwarf,
think?
chicken fingers.
Anyway, I don't know why that came to mind.
Go with the other one.
Go with Neutron.
Neutron.
Star.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
Doing the neutron dance or something like that.
All right, which one is it? Which one of us is correct?
It's neutron stars.
Thank you.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
No, you're welcome.
Tim told you he was high on science.
Where are the neutron stars located? If I look up at
is the sun a neutron star? Because it's our closest star.
No.
For those of you that don't realize, the sun is actually a star.
Right.
Yeah. You're right.
It's a
Jay.
white dwarf. That's our sun.
The white dwarf. That's
dwarf.
good.
Wait, are you saying the dwarf like a small person?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Braxton?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a yes or no.
That's what
it's
spelled the same.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, thank
It's
you.
spelled the same.
What's wrong with these kids these days?
I don't know. He seems pretty smart to me.
I'm just teasing. Just teasing. Braxton, thank you, my friend.
buddy.
You've been a good sport.
Yeah,
thank
he really has.
Braxton, thanks for calling.
That's brave to
13
be
years
13,
old.
get on the radio.
Challenging
And hang with
old-
Larry
bunch of
Moe.
old
We,
men.
we did
That's
learn
right.
some stuff, though. You got your neutron stars
Yeah.
and your red and white dwarfs.
Yes, and the thing is, not that I'm a drinking man. When you go to dinner and they're serving chicken, you bring a white dwarf.
You do.
And then if they're serving red meat, then you bring a red dwarf.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember that.
As your dinner guest.
Now, I'm a casual observer over here.
Yes.
When he says I'm not a drinking man, and then he asks a question about winos, I wonder which
I
is
know.
it? Which is it? Because
I know, and
from the abundance of the heart, the mouth
mouth
speaketh.
My vanilla extract's been missing from my office, Ed. You want to tell us something?
I don't know. You're the one keeping vanilla extract in your office.
You know, that's a good point. What kind of person keeps vanilla extract in their office?
Where are we? Who are we going to?
Let's repeat our question for the last time.
All right. I've got two questions. Are you sure you want me to do this again? All right. I got two questions.
I'm going to plug my ears because I don't need to be triggered.
Oh, I'm losing it.
Go ahead.
Before the character.
Signal to me when he's through asking that question.
Folks, those of you that are listening and not watching, Tim really does have his ears triggered.
Go ahead.
All right. Before
Just
character,
wave at me when he's done with this.
Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan. Is that true or false? Whew, okay, Tim, you're good. And then my other question is: many of us have used our mobile device to access a QR code, but what does QR stand for?
Yeah.
Here's my first question. A brand of coffee, Brother Jonathan coffee, was produced.
You did that on purpose.
No, what country produces the most coffee that produced the most coffee in 2026? Brazil?
Yeah.
The DR or El Salvador?
And who harvested them?
Here's
the red dwarfs, the white dwarfs, or the neutrons?
Here's it always goes back to Star Wars, doesn't it? Second question. How many sons did Jesse have? Talking about Old Testament. Jesse.
S-O-N, right?
Yes. That's right, because we were talking about how many neutrons did Jesse have? Because we're talking about David, the shepherd boy, his dad.
We were talking about Brother John. That's what we were talking about.
That's right. Then March Madness.
Yeah.
We hope you got your brackets filled out. Hope your team wins.
I do.
You don't have any bracket busters, but here's a...
North Carolina let me down last night. Pretty bad.
Here's an NCAA question, history question. Which team has the most Final Four appearances? Was it Kentucky? Is it Kentucky, UCLA, or North Carolina?
Okay.
Do you guys have a good guess on that?
I would have guessed.
They all
I would have guessed Duke, but anyway, but that's not them. Here's my question. The only question I have left is this: what creature has a tongue twice the length of its body? What creature has a tongue twice the length of its body? All right, Ed, who do we go to?
All right,
next?
we go to Kansas, and Tim is on the line. Tim, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Where are you calling from in Kansas?
Maple Hill, Kansas.
Okay, which is, if I look at the map, is near where?
Topeka,
Okay.
our state capital.
Yes, sir. Been to Topeka. JJ's been
Good
there
area.
many times. All right, ask, answer, or both, Tim.
I'll try both.
Which one you want to answer?
Well, I'll try the Brother Jonathan.
Here we go.
Great.
Here
Awesome.
we go.
Here's the question, Tim. Before the character of Uncle Sam was used to represent America, many used the character of Brother Jonathan. Is that true or false?
I want to say false, even though Jonathan was probably used in a lot of Dear John letters from their fiancés or whatever.
The answer is 100% true.
What?
After the Revolutionary War, Brother Jonathan became a character in newspapers and such based on Connecticut Governor Jonathan Trumbull.
Was he a preacher or something?
No, he's governor.
Why was he called Brother John?
Just a term of affection, I guess. You
Usually-
need to listen to Brother Jonathan.
Okay.
Yeah, back then there was a lot of respect like that. Even children called each other brother and sister. You know, some they didn't even hardly use their brother or sister name. Go tell brother. It's time.
I never heard that. So you called him Brother Benjamin Franklin? Is that what they called him? Hey, Brother Benjamin, come over here.
No,
Brother George
I have
Washington.
a
Brother
feeling-
George Washington's over here to say hello to you.
I have a feeling no matter whether that was true or false, you would have had an issue with it.
Hey, good job, Tim. What's your question for? Good job
welcome.
trying. What was your question for us?
How many presidents did not have a vice president?
I thought he was going to say on the pin of a needle.
How many presidents could fit on the
head
head of the needle?
Yeah.
On a pin of a
Wow.
needle.
Wait, you mean they didn't have a vice president?
Right.
Well, I mean, it's in the Constitution, isn't it?
Is this a trick question?
I'm going
Now,
to
did
guess.
George
Tim, don't say
Washington-
anything. I'm going to guess this was like early on.
Right.
Like one first, second, or third president, because somebody had to realize we're going to have.
Oh, all right. So, okay, here's what might be. So, I think early on, whoever had the second number of votes became the vice president. I bet nobody ran against George Washington. I bet he ran unopposed. So there would not have been a vice president.
Let's say George
according
Washington.
to the election.
Yeah. Is that how's Ed doing?
He's way off.
All right.
Way
What's
off,
the
okay.
answer?
Yeah, you've heard that before, hadn't you? Ed?
Swing and a miss.
Yes, I have.
All right. What's the answer?
There were 4 presidents that did not have vice president.
What?
Hey, go ahead. Who are they?
John Taylor.
Yeah.
John Tyler was one.
John Taylor or John
Millard
Tyler?
Fillmore was the next.
Okay.
Andrew Johnson was the next one. And then Chester Arthur.
Now, why did they
How's
not
that
have
possible?
vice presidents?
One of them died, especially within a short time in his presidency, and why he was. Let me see. John Tyler was a vice president to William Harrison, and then when John Tyler was elected, he did not have a president. He died shortly in his presidency.
Okay. Hey,
he was with the Whig. Harrison and Tyler, Tyler and.
Hey Tim, actually we're up against the end of the program
Tim.
here.
But if you want to keep talking, Tim, you can
no,
go
listen,
on
that was
and
an excellent.
We'll listen to it later.
Excellent question. Thank you,
So
Tim.
did you? He said. Well, one other question for Tim, real quick. Did you say Chester? Who'd you say?
Chester Arthur.
Chester Arthur was another one that was did not have a vice president.
Chester.
He was
Arthur?
a Republican. Taylor was with the Whig party.
So, all right. Hey, thank you, Tim.
We'll
Appreciate you, brother.
encourage our listeners to Google that, and you can get the backstory there. That's interesting.
All right. I don't think Chester Arthur was ever really the president.
Chester Arthur?
I don't.
Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah.
When was he president?
I don't know.
JJ, you know?
No, I'm like you.
Was he
'cause
from
like
Owensboro?
President Studebaker, some of those ones, Lincoln Brewster, some of the others, I can't remember, like, were they cars?
Because he had millions.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Brewster's millions.
I get them
I
millions
just think
up.
Chester Arthur was really. I think that was a joke. I don't think he was really a president.
No,
I
he
think-
was
no,
president.
I think
he was 21st president.
There you go.
For how long did he last?
Okay, he served from 1881 to 1885, one term.
Really? 1885. What was his gift to the country?
What was his contribution?
What is he remembered for?
His administration saw the largest expansion of the U.S. Navy, the end of the so-called spoils system, and the implementation of harsher restrictions for migrants entering from abroad.
There's the deal.
So he had built a border wall.
He was Trump before Trump.
He's also on the $3 bill. So that's probably why you're not familiar with
$3
much that
bill.
he done.
Hey, I think we've got.
We're out of time.
We're out of time.
By the
We
way,
gotta give
Chester
answers.
Arthur was president. That's quite an accomplishment itself. So I didn't want to leave people with the idea that I'm unappreciative of, of the contributions that Chester Arthur made. Go ahead. What
All
do you
right,
got
I have
left?
one last question remaining. Many of us have used our mobile device to access a QR code.
Yep.
Guys, what does QR stand for?
Quote? No, I don't know.
Quick response.
Quick response.
Is that all you have
That's
left?
it. I'm done.
So, who produced the most coffee in 2026?
Brazil. I'll guess Brazil.
Brazil. Then, how many sons did Jesse have?
Was it 7 or is it 8? 8, because, yeah.
8. Which team has the most Final Four appearances, Kentucky, UCLA, or North Carolina?
I'll guess Kentucky.
Kentucky?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Been to the Final Four
All
more
right.
times, most times.
What creature has a tongue twice the length of its body?
Chameleon.
The chameleon. Way to go, Ed.
Nicely done. And it changes colors.
My wife owned one. It is a freaky thing to watch.
I had a chameleon once. You know what his name was? Brother John.
Brother John.
We'll be back. Have a great weekend, everybody.